My name is Dana Garner. My background, I have a BA majoring in political science from the University of Alberta, and then I also have a master's in environmental management, and currently I work for the Department of Energy as a senior policy analyst. In general, it's a lot of research, writing, a lot of analytical work. So it will be collecting information on a project that you're working on, being able to analyze that, and doing briefings for senior officials, sometimes the minister, sometimes the premier. Currently, the main project that I'm working on is a Canadian energy strategy. So that's working across the country and developing, looking at the energy system nationally and developing a strategy as moving forward in that direction. Probably the coolest part of my job is being able to look at all of this information and provide information for our leaders, for decision makers, doing those sort of briefings and being able to understand the energy system in Alberta and really understanding what's going on and having some sort of input into the future of Alberta. So when I graduated with my BA, I got accepted into an internship with municipal affairs, and I worked for the town of Stony Plain for a year, learning everything there is to know about municipal government, from working with council and senior leaders to driving the street sweeper and the fire truck. So it was a very eclectic background. And during my time there, they were looking at doing integrated community sustainability planning. So I got to be involved in that strategic process, and they created a position, a full-time position for me as a sustainable development coordinator. And I worked there for about 2 or 3 years. And then I decided to go back and do my master's in environmental management. And then I also got a job here at MacEwan University managing the sustainability office. I did that for 2 years and then have now been with the government for a year. And I get to use both my political science background as well as my environmental background, which is nice to twin both of those efforts in my current position. Definitely with the soft skills that I've developed, any sort of Bachelor of Arts program will give you sort of that eclectic background, that knowledge that you need to know. And from a political science background, you do a lot of reading, a lot of research, a lot of papers, which is basically what you have to do in my career as well. So sometimes you'll be given an hour to read a 100-page document, do a briefing, and analyze that. So being able to have strong reading skills, strong writing skills, and be able to communicate that is highly sought after. It's a very valuable skill set, and you learn that with your Bachelor of Arts program. So I know in my area that if you can read well and you can write well, you're highly sought after. Also, even just time management, being a BA student, you have a lot of different courses. You need to be able to shift your brain and think about sociology one day and maybe stats another day, or econ, and being able to multitask and be able to perform on a number of different levels really helps to build those skills for your career. My big advice would be to take advantage of any sort of internships that come across. I know the Government of Alberta offers a number of different ones with a number of different departments. So I would strongly encourage that, because I know coming out of university you may not know exactly the path you want to take. So being able to do a year internship or a 2-year internship, get some experience, earn some money, figure out if that's the path you want to go on, if you want to pursue any higher education after the fact. And even if you're not graduating this year or next year, I would suggest looking into which ones are offered. There's different eligibility requirements, so you might want to gain some experience to add to your resume before you apply. You don't want to miss any deadlines. So you can never look too soon. You can never make connections too soon, but definitely take advantage of those learning opportunities to sort of open the door for you in your career path.